Yeah, this is Black Light. See, if we are prisoners, if you subscribe to the thought that the black man in America are, are being held captives or as prisoners of war, then we have been transgressed upon. We have been uh, the Caucasian has been the aggressor, and our response to his aggression has been very, very weak so far. See? So he's made us captives, or you could say slaves, but it goes beyond slaves. But although that word slave is also in the mix, uh, we're prisoners of war, but we're building his bridge on the river Kwai. You know, there was a movie. I don't forgot who the people that starred in it, who they were, but the Japanese have captured some British soldiers and I think some United States soldiers, and they were made to build this bridge so that this bridge could over this river so it could carry military equipment. And they had to go and build this bridge. It was in a camp that held prisoners of war, see. Well, that's what it's like over here in America. Yeah. Soon as they captured this land from the Native Americans and from when got us from over Africa, that strategy that they used to do that is still being implemented all over the planet. They're in Africa doing that. But see, they teamed up. They teamed up with Russia, China. Now, although Russia and China are in uh, a cold war with the United States, they still teaming up against the black man. Now, we want to call China, our brothers, because they got melanin, and they was treated bad by the Caucasian. But they got to do their own thing, They trying to make a come up, so they could dominate the planet. Now, all these the Russians and the USA and China and mainly those three. It might be two more involved in it that I can't think of right now. Well, the Jews and probably the Italians or the Germans. But these countries right here, they're in competition with each other, but they working together to dominate the planet. And the black man over here in America, over abroad, we're infighting. That goes for the brown man too. But we are not in control. If you study China over in Africa, they're in control of maybe 3 or 4 countries over there, building infrastructures and trying to get to them oil wells, and gold mines, or whatever they got. Africa is rich in resources. Over here, we have submitted to the white man's aggression, and it's become an everyday thing with us. But we're not doing anything about it. We're submitting to his aggression. This is why I say we are all-day suckers, because a lot of what they're doing to us, we don't have to take. If we want to occupy a city, like Detroit, I always keep bringing up Detroit because it's 80% black, but we don't have no control over it. Just like Africa, it's majority black over there, but they're losing control over, certain parts of Africa because the Caucasian play that same old game, But now he's got help playing it with the Chinese, Russia, and other countries. It's like a 5-headed beast, or a 6-headed beast. It's a bunch of these heads on the same body taking control over the planet, and we letting them do it. And over here in America, we in the belly of the beast, but we could get that beast a stomach ache and a headache. If we stop and strategize, come together, join forces, all the groups, organizations, join forces, and especially in the cities that are predominantly black, at the ATL, Chicago, Detroit, we could be the cities that unite, network with each other, and take over. And then maybe we could get a territory or a state of our own. But it's enough money going through these cities, especially when we united, that we could be a country. Michigan could be our country if we strategize right. So in the Quran, we're being aggressed upon, but we're committing a sin too by not appropriately fighting back. See, business is war too, also. So we're not fighting back. We're going along with it, and we're supposed to stop corruption on God's planet. Is this not why Master Farad came? Black Light Out.